Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Seattle Seahawks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's a run that'll... energizing offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Looking to throw. Garoppolo going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Nevin Lawson there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Michel. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Garoppolo, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Gostkowski. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, Eagles.
Here we go. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryant. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down.
On the ready. 5, 6, 4, 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Charlie. 50 seconds to Mike. Dog. Mike. Hey.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 24-yard touchdown. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Snap.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This one caught by Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it during that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Looking to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagle first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So don't say nothing.
Deuce. Kill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 4. Slam.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Squeeze, get in there. Yeah,
Again, it's Fournette. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 57. Let's go, defense.
On third down, Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Fournette running right. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Facing short yardage on third down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Leonard Fournette. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
57. Mike, 57.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Alpha. Go, go. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Come off the ball.
Recon, 132, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Mike, 28.
Hard.
Here I come.
Come
They'll try and throw for it here. Throw left side complete to Isabella. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft.
Check in.
I got him. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 28.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Kill.
Ready.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37.
64.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
25, check 25, check 25. Hayward. Yep.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
We got 4.
Check. Fresno.
Buzz. Watch twist.
Now. Flat.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it, otherwise you don't like.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up.
Squeeze, get in there. Switch. Sit.
This is Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Bottom game line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
66. Bullet high.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
13.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Red. Ken Lobo. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Let happen.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Topper. Watch the whip. We're ready to go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the run, it's Fournette. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point I don't know, are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Pierre Desir. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, jump in the man. Oh, deal with the hands, thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again.
put in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I put in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one.